You never even saw one passive over in NA, so, you know, let's switch things up and just get talking about something interesting, right? So we got Corrupted Obito. He's got two passives, so passives, if you don't know, mean the ability just is. You don't click it, you don't do anything with it, it's just like a fact of how the character operates, and these are the effects. So for Obito, one of his passives is Amateur Kamui. Each turn, Obito does not take damage. The damage dealt by the next offensive skill used on him will be added to the healing of Cutting Sprigs, or S1. And while he has... Okay, so basically, if he doesn't take damage for one turn, the next time he takes damage, that damage that he took is added onto S1 as healing. So he will basically, if he attacks, he'll heal all of that damage back. But the thing about S1 is, while he has that effect on it, it deals 10 more damage. So he deals, so basically it heals all of that back and then 10 more. So he is getting more healing out of it, as well as 10 more damage. Okay. And while the skill is triggered, or while he has healing, it can't stack, it can't trigger again, and he has to heal it back using this skill for him to be able to get some more healing, or for the effect to trigger again. His second passive is every time Obito deals damage to an opponent with Cutting Sprigs, or S1, they gain 1 stack and are marked as a victim. Every stack permanently increases Cutting Sprigs damage by 5. All stacks are lost if Obito chooses a new victim before the current victim is given 3. So basically, if he attacks somebody with Cutting Sprigs, the skill will deal 5 more damage, okay? And it'll place a stack on them and mark the person he's attacking as a victim. Now, if he attacks someone else, all the stacks are lost. However, if he attacks the same person 3 times, it gives him 3 stacks. They are cemented in, and then he is free to attack somebody else without worrying about losing stacks. So he basically has to attack 3 times, and then he can choose anyone he wants, or he's going to lose all the stacks. Now let's say he has 3 stacks, and then he attacks twice. If he were to attack somebody else, he would only lose the 2 stacks that he had gained after the 3. He wouldn't lose the 3 that are cemented in, because once you gain 3, those are considered permanent. Those will stay forever. Okay, and then let's talk about his skills now. As you noticed, all the passives just really function with this skill, and I'll explain why in a second. So this skill deals 15 damage, piercing damage, and then heals Obito equal to any damage dealt above 15. So if he deals any more damage, so anything above this base damage, you know, because he has stacks, or because this skill has boosted, which then gives him 10 additional damage, he'll heal anything above that. So if he's dealing 20 damage, he's healing for 5. If he's dealing 25 damage, he's healing for 10. Okay? I've already talked about Amateur Kamui. If it's currently improving this skill deals 10 more damage. Okay? So this skill is basically this. It's the same thing, because all this does is cast this skill onto somebody 1 time for every stack of this skill they have. So if you have 3 stacks on them, this skill will then go and cast this skill 3 times. Okay? Now, let's say he has the healing on this, right? This effect is being improved by this passive. Well, he's not just going to heal for a damage dealt above 15, he's going to heal for all the damage dealt. If you have 3 stacks, that's something like 110 damage, and if it's improved, it's 120 damage and 120 healing. It's really strong. That's why it has this big cost and this big cooldown. Okay. So to me, he's basically just a pretty solid like damage dealer, I'd say. But on top of that, like I think he may have some problems, and this is up for debate because the first passive I made for him was he was invulnerable. Or yeah, he's invulnerable if he isn't attacked for one turn, or not invulnerable, but he'll counter the next skill that's used on him. And as long as he has the counter up, he'll heal every turn. So it got switched. So we may have to like play with and like check and see how the second passive Amateur Kamui is working with the first skill and how well that keeps him alive, because it may not keep him alive well enough, and we may have to maybe go with my original idea of if he isn't attacked for one turn, he will counter the next skill. As long as he's got the counter up, then he heals. So there's also like one thing I'm going to show you. There's the combo. So the passives go into the first skill. So you get the first skill, you attack somebody 3 times, and Amateur Kamui is going to activate by itself. It's not really something you can do about it. You're just either going to get lucky, or maybe you have a support teammate who can set up that for you to like guarantee that you get the heal. So attack 3 times, and then provided you have the chakra, which it is a lot of chakra, but cast the second skill, and if you're able to do that, that's most likely and more often than not a instant kill. And yeah, so I think he's going to be a pretty solid damage dealer, pure bloodline. So thanks, peace.